Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports, and we're back with Doc's Daily, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every day, and it's Monday the 12th of May, and we've got an exciting day today. Before I do so, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and you definitely want to follow along daily because we've got a new member of Doc Sports. Today is his official, well, he's been with us for a few weeks behind the scenes, but his first day on camera is today. We'll bring him on right now. And we'll bring him on with mask on, so you won't be able to see. And we'll probably give out some little.
There he is.
There he is.
Let's rock.
Debut, baby.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now.
Let's take this mask off and show him out for real.
Well, this could take a minute now.
This might take a minute.
There he is.
All right, there he is. Luchador Lenny. Detroit Lenny has come over and joined us here at Doc Sports. And, of course, Lenny is probably – I won't mention where he was. It was where I came from. But we know where he is now and where he's going to be in the future and what it's going to mean to not only Doc's Daily but all of our content. He's going to be helping behind the scenes, as he's always done before. And he's going to be on camera doing a lot more stuff. So it's just going to allow us to do more fun things and to
like
kind
wear
of push
luchador masks.
Yeah, push the mask. Luchador Lenny might have his own segment here on the show. But what it's going to allow us to do, eventually we're going to be having this 7 days a week. Right now we're committed to 6 days. So it's going to allow us to kind of spread us out a little. Us four here are going to be on most days, but there'll be some days where we have days off, so that way we can cover the weekends as well. We did have a bunch of people. For our first Saturday, Griffin yesterday was one of our biggest shows we ever had. Good. It was Griffin's idea to add Saturday earlier instead of waiting until football. So good idea, Griffin.
Thank you, Craig. I appreciate it. I got to say, man, I couldn't be more happy right now. We got Lenny in the building, dude. We're on camera. Let's go, dude.
Hey,
we got a lot of things in the cooker, so to speak, in the pressure cooker that's about to pop, folks. So we got a lot of things down the pipe, a lot of shows and stuff, a lot of content. That's going to be the key over the summer, getting right for football, because we all know it's the Lions year. So, but we won't talk about that. We just want to mark the time. It took me less than 60 seconds to mention my Lions. It's a thing. It happens. It's Detroit versus everybody. It's a mindset. It's a way of life. It's a culture.
You said that about the Pistons, and I mean they're sitting at home. So
they're still the bad boys. They're still the bad boys. We can't win them all. We're still.
I will say, of his 4 Detroit teams are all, and we'll throw in like Michigan State as well, even they're not a Detroit team officially, but. Of your teams, I think the Tigers actually might have the best chance of winning a championship this year, not the Lions, actually.
I think the Tigers will follow in the Lions' footsteps. They'll go deep this year in the playoffs, but they won't go all the way.
They're looking good. Good. And, hey, what we're here for is to talk free picks, as always. But, Lenny, great to have you in. I mean, this is going to be a shit show. You got to follow.
This is going to be – if you guys think that this show was off the rails before, we're NC-17 now, folks, okay? It was PG-13. We moved the ranks up a little bit. This is no longer a family show. This is for your mom and dad that want to make some extra cash on the side, okay? Yeah, that's what we're here for. Put the children to bed.
It might be a family show if you're like downtown strip Vegas kind of family.
I don't know. There's some shady shit down there.
Like if you go to the Hustler Club on the weekends for a family visit, this might be your kind of show.
Listen, if any of my friends from the Hustler are watching, there's a few of you out there, by the way. Shout out. Don't hate on the Hustler, okay?
I'm saying if you're like that kind of family,
I'll tell you what. Best view in the city is at the Hustler Rooftop Bar. For those of you who've never been to Vegas, go to the strip club, go to the Rooftop Bar.
Look, Griffin doesn't look surprised at all. He's like,
no, Griffin's been there. I guarantee you.
I'm loving the conversation. What are we, 4 minutes in? We're already talking strip clubs, boys.
I'm just saying. For those of you that do not know, that aren't familiar, I've lived my whole life in Detroit. And in Detroit, by the way, those people that tell you they're from Detroit, they're probably 99% of the time from Michigan. There's a difference. people from Detroit take offense to that. So I'm from the city of Detroit, and then I moved out to Las Vegas. It's been a shit show since. So here we are. But yeah,
hey,
Owen, I don't want to talk about me for.
Hey, speaking of big plays today, I see all three of us have big plays today. I have a 7-unit NBA going 8-2. The last 10 NBA plays that's starting May 1st. So basically playoffs. Nick, I saw you had a big play tonight. What do you have a big play on?
I got my game of the year in the NHL tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have not thrown out a game of the year. I love this edge. Won't tell you a lot about this game whatsoever in this Docs Daily. So make sure to head on over to DocSports/Free60. Grab your Free60 account to play on it. But we're locked and loaded here, Craig. We got a game of the year, NHL. We also got a 2-pack on the baseball side of things, lower volume, but we're focused on the ice tonight.
All right, Griffin, I know you have a big play too. What do you have tonight?
Yes, Craig. I have a 7-unit NBA totals play tonight in the later game. Currently on a $5,000 profit run when it comes to my plays in NBA graded 7.0 plus, and I'm 18-12 in my last 30 plays that are graded 6.0 plus. So when it comes to my NBA top selections, I've been absolutely dynamite this season. MLB, I've got 3 plays tonight, 7 units in total. 4-unit prop card, and I've hit back-to-back 7-unit soccer selections. I've got a 3-unit soccer play that goes off at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, so that's getting ready to kick off here in about an hour and a half, Craig. That's the slate for today. Locked in, ready to roll, brother.
All right, so use that DocSports.com/free60. That'll get you a $60 free account. So how you can use that if you're a new customer, you can get Nick's NHL, $30. Not only does he have the 8-unit play, I see you have the other game as well, so you get both games included. So when you're buying a 30-day pass, you're getting all the plays for that sport. I have an NBA. You could buy that, or you could buy Nick's 7-unit, right? You said
8 game of the year.
No, I mean for Griffin, you have an 8-unit,
7-unit totals. Yeah,
7 units. So you could use that 60. It's $30 per each. So you could pick 2. And here's the best part of Doc Sports: it comes with a profit guarantee, just like you spend the cash. So, and of course, if you're an existing user, just go to the grid. You know about the profit guarantee. Get in on it today. All right, let's talk baseball, and let's put Lenny on the spot. Luchador Lenny, or for you guys that want to
Tigers by 5. You want to play today? Tigers by 5.
He's banned on the show from talking about the Tigers. That's like his.
What do you want from me?
Can't talk Detroit teams, Lenny.
Best team in the American League.
All right,
you're not lying.
Tell us. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's close, but
saying.
All right. So give us the breakdown then.
No, I'm on the Tigers. For me, it's easy with baseball. For me right now, I'm very trendy. I'm gonna bet my Tigers 162 games a year. So it's don't even listen to what I say. Don't even listen to what I say when it comes to Tigers. But for me, I'm fading the Rockies. I'm fading the Marlins. And it's whoever's playing those 2 teams, I'm money lining in a 2-team parlay. And I am profitable in the MLB season. I don't care who they're playing, when they're playing. Yesterday, the Rockies won. Great. I lost. I mean, it happens. I'm not going to win that 162 times a year, but I think I'll be profitable fading those 2 teams. Might even throw in maybe some White Sox, though. I don't want to get sent to hell now because the new Pope is a White Sox fan, but I don't want to, I know it's a sin. I don't know if I'm a sinner because I'm automatically a Tigers fan and against the White Sox. Am I going to hell? I mean, if that's why.
I'm going to hell either way, Lenny.
I'm just saying, if I get there and that's why.
Tigers fan, Lenny. It's not because you're a Tigers fan. Let's just
there's a party in heaven.
Just
so Lenny's going to heaven. Lenny is the partier. He gets to go to heaven because he's a party. Hey, 7-33. Yeah. 7-33. Are you freaking kidding me? And you waited 39 games before you fired you had to lose by 20 runs that you fire your coach, and then they win the next day. Or they fired him after the win, right? They didn't fire him before. It was like, hey, you lost by 20 yesterday. You win today. Hey, you're fired. That's a rough way to go about it. But I can't talk people. I say if you bet the worst teams every day, they actually end up being profitable. That is not the case for the Rockies this year. Like not only is it not the case, I mean, it is. You're getting 2 bills on every time, plus 200, plus 220. It doesn't matter. They're losing 6 out of 7 days a week. So it's a tough way to go about it. Nick, what do you like as a free play?
Yeah, while we're on it, we got Detroit Lenny. Let's talk about his Detroit Tigers here. The Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers face off. That total sitting at 8.5. The Red Sox slight favorites in this one in Boston. They're coming in this series on a 2-game winning streak, while the Tigers, they're on a 2-game losing streak, just dropping yesterday to the Texas Rangers. They're 6-1 in that ball game. Now they got the kid Joe back on the mound. He's been solid to start his year, 2-0. But he had a rough, shaky start in his last outing against the Colorado Rockies there. He only went 3.2 innings of work, 8 hits, and 6 earned runs. I'm looking for him to have a bounce-back game here against the Red Sox. Tanner Hochik, he's 0-2 on the season. He has an ERA over 6, and these Detroit Tigers like to hit right-handed pitching. Give me the Detroit Tigers here, money line over the Boston Red Sox there, Lenny.
Tigers by a million.
Good win yesterday.
The Bucks.
The Red Sox beat Lugo and the Royals yesterday, and Griffin's favorite Giolito was on the mound, so I faded him because Griffin said he's a head case. He just needs one walk, and he's going to go ballistic. That did not happen. It was a nice little win there, and this Boston team has played a little better lately, so I think it's going to be a good matchup. I was thinking over in this game.
I love the over, and because Job will get hit up. I mean, he's young. He's young, and they rally behind him, and those bats will rally behind him. That's why he's 2-0. His ERA is over 4. I mean, you know what I mean? So he gets lit. He gets lit up. But AJ Hinch will leave him out there for as young as he is and let him figure it out. And those bats will come alive, especially today.
Well, 7 of their last 10 games have gone over, and 1 is a push. So they've only gone under twice, the Tigers. They've been on a little hot streak on the over. So I'm going to jump on board on the over. Griffin, how about you? What do you like free play today?
Yeah, let's keep ripping apart these Rockies. We got them rolling into Texas to play the Rangers. Rangers minus 265 on the money line, a total sitting at 8.5. I mean, this is quick, brief rip down right now. Tyler Mahle gets the start for Texas. He's 3-1 on the year. Tyler Mahle was very good with the Reds in his most recent, when he played with the Reds, his most recent team, damn it. He's got 3-1 record right now. He's got 42.2 innings and a stellar 1.48 ERA. Texas, they're 12-8 at home. They're on a 2-game winning streak. They just took 2 of 3 in Detroit. Colorado, they're the worst team in baseball with a record of 7-33, 2-17 on the road, 2-8 in their last 10 games. Take the Rangers here on the run line, odds of minus 135. This game should absolutely smoke.
Are we a little worried about Tyler Mahle here? I mean, I'm a Reds fan, so I know. I mean, he's basically a high 3, low 4 ERA for his career. Yet this year he's in his ones. It's like at some point, as they say, Nick, you pitch to the back of your baseball card, you hit to the back of your baseball card. Like, are we worried any regression here? I mean, maybe not on this game against Colorado, but are we worried? Because it's got to come, right?
Are you asking me or Nick?
Yeah.
He's asking you, but he's calling you Nick.
He's not calling me Nick. Yeah. So obviously there is definitely due for regression. Mahle is not a 1.48 ERA pitcher by any means. But against the Rockies, no, I don't see any regression in this day and age. But most definitely, Mahle is a 3.0 ERA in my eyes. He was very good with the Reds. The problem was the Reds could never back him up offensively. Now he's in a team, and now he's with a team like the Rangers who could score runs. They haven't been scoring a ton of runs this season, but now Seager's finally back in the lineup, which is a huge toll in that offense. I love him in this in this Texas Rangers uniform. I think Mahle is a little bit overrated as far as his ERA this season. He will eventually regress, but not much higher. Obviously, a 1.48, that's as good as the ERA you're going to get in baseball. I think he ends the season somewhere around 3.3, 3.0, around that system right now. But Mally's a very good pitcher, and he has been since dating back to his career start.
So I do think this is a guy that after this one, you got to start looking ahead when he plays because you're going to get him. You're going to overpay. You're going to overpay because everybody sees. People don't go back and look at what people's numbers were for like the last 8 years. They just see that ERA, especially you're looking on websites out there. You're looking at break down your bets and it just says 1 point something ERA. Be like, oh yeah, we got to bet that guy.
Right.
That guy is not going to be there. He'll probably give you a good, 5 innings, 2 runs type guy, keep you in the game, give you a chance to win, but he's not going to be that minus 180 type, which you're probably going to have to pay if he keeps this up. All right, I like a little free play in this Kansas City-Houston game. Kansas City was not great this past weekend, but, like I said, they lost with their ace on the mound. That's not something that you usually see. Lugo usually gets them red. They lost 2 of 3 at home to the Red Sox. I like Houston here. Houston's kind of put a little things together. Now, granted, they played my Reds, so they won. They lost 13-9 in the one game, but they won 6-0 and 3-0. I like the Houston Astros here as -117. I'm not a big Waka guy. I've made a lot of money fading him in my career. I'm fading him in this one. Houston's not a team I think that I thought this team could still be about 500 or maybe 5 to 7 games over this year. I don't know if that's the case still. I mean, they're one game over 500 now, but I like them in this spot today. Let's take the Houston Astros on a small money line price.
I'm with you, Craig. Kansas City can't score a damn run, man. Two games in a row, one run each game. 2 runs in the last 2. I had them yesterday, premium. Anyways, go ahead, Craig. My bad.
Let it all out. Let it all out. Okay.
Sometimes what do they say? You need you got to sit down with the counselor sometimes just to talk out your problems. You don't need to. You have us. You have us, Griffin.
That's what we're here for. Monday through Friday, 1:00 Eastern, Saturday at 11.
Breathe through your mouth, in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. I don't know if that's the case. I've never been to a counselor, but I probably need one, especially now that we added Luchador Lenny to this crew, or Leroy Lenny. Leroy.
Don't say Leroy. Don't say it 3 times. Don't say it out loud 3 times.
What's that movie?
Don't say it into a mirror. It's like when that movie Candyman. Don't say it in the mirror.
Candyman,
or whatever. Yeah.
You can only say Leroy. Oh shit, we said it. That's fine. Don't
exactly
anybody else say it. Do not anybody else say that.
Let's talk some NBA. Let's talk NBA. 2 games on, and I've been watching you guys break down this series, the Knicks and the Celtics, and how do I not put money on the Celtics right now to win this series? Because I might be bitter as a Pistons fan, but I feel like the Pistons got the Knicks ready for the Celtics. But I still feel like the Celtics just flip a switch and do what they want when they want. Am I wrong? Talk to me about this.
No, you're not wrong at all, Lenny. I think these Boston Celtics, I mean, you look at the line right now, it's -6.5 here at New York. And in my eyes, New York needs to if they want to win this series, they need this game here at home.
Right.
Because if it goes 2-2 back to Boston, it's Boston's series here. You saw them step up their defensive play. Boston's finished 5th best across defensive rating here in the regular season. I think they step up here tonight and they let their offense and Jason Tatum do the work with Brown. That duo looked very, very good in game 3 here. I think that the Boston Celtics get this game in New York, tie it up, going back to Boston. I would lay that 6, Lenny.
I'm with you. I'm going to piggyback off of this as well. Quick little shout out, Tom. Let's cash some tickets, brother. Great to see you
in the house.
Yeah. Boston, New York, Boston in game 2, their most recent matchup, they held defensively New York to just 20% from the arc, 40% from the field, and they actually lost on boards and points in the paint. So it's obvious Boston needs to win from the field, and they have to play better defense. That's all it is. As Nick just mentioned, they finished 5th in the NBA across defensive ratings. That metric became bold in our most recent matchup, game 3. So I think the momentum sustains with the Celtics team tonight, and I'm laying the wood as well with the Celtics at -6.5. And I love them to take the series there, Lenny.
Round mound or rebound, Craig Trapp. What's your thoughts?
Well, this is where that early game is where my best bet is, 7 units.
Okay.
So let's talk about the late game. I like this Warriors. The Warriors played. I don't know if they can play any better than what they played last game. That is what they have to do again. They just have to hope that Minnesota doesn't shoot the ball well. Because to me, if Minnesota plays their best, they're going to win. Now, can they cover? I don't think so. Everybody in the world was on Minnesota in the opening game. It did take a Jonathan Kuminga, a miracle 3 to cover. They were down 8. He hits it, and then they don't foul with 7 seconds to go. We appreciate that. Thank you, Golden State Warriors. I don't think they'll need that miracle 3 tonight. I think this is going to just be a screams under game, and you take the Golden State Warriors. And if to me, this is a correlated parlay type game. If you like the Warriors, you got to like the under because they're not scoring a bunch to cover. It is going to be a low scoring grind. They're going to need Buddy Hield to have one of those magical games like he did in game 7 or game 1 where he gets them 18 to 25 points because they don't, Kaminsky, what's his name? Brandon Pajinski is playing he just can't score. He does all the other stuff. He's like a glue guy, but they need him to make some open shots as well. And then Jimmy Butler's got to be playoff Jimmy. I think they'll do enough tonight. I think they'll take the points and in the under. Let's parlay it up. Hey, if people that don't know, Lenny if you didn't follow him at the other place he is a parlay and tease kind of guy. So we're going to have some
teaser for sure.
And I like teasers as well. So we're going to have some fun.
Showtime after dark tease you all night long, baby.
Yeah. So
I would guess on the Yankees. Rip them -155 money line. My bad. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah.
Comment.
I like the Yankees today, but it kind of worries me a little bit because I still don't trust that pitching staff. I don't know. Nick, what do you think about their pitching staff? Don't you think it's like they're actually pitching kind of over their head a little bit at this point?
Yeah, a little bit, but the New York Yankees, they're not relying on their pitching staff whatsoever. They're relying on that lineup. They're first right now in runs per game. Off all categories, they're in the top 5. I trust this offense a lot more than who are they playing tonight? The Seattle Mariners. Even though the Mariners have been producing runs, especially early in ball games, Clark Schmidt will be getting the mound. He's 0-1 or 0-2, still hasn't had a win. I would like to see him come out, have a good outing, and let this lineup do what they do on Hancock here tonight. I like the Yankees. I'm all over them. I just think that they produce runs here against Hancock early in this game. I know Clark Schmidt isn't the best arm in that rotation, but I still think he has a good enough outing, go 5 to 6 innings, and get the Yankees a chance to win this game here on the road.
And I mean, if you could have bet at the beginning of the year that the Yankees staff would actually have they're allowing less runs per game than Seattle, I think a lot of people would have bet on Seattle. They're only allowing 4 runs per game, the Yankees. Seattle's actually 4.49. Like, I would have thought that would have been reversed in this matchup. But I will say Seattle's offense is hitting a lot. I would have thought they would have been lucky to get to 4, and they're at 4.92 right now. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think that Yankees line is probably going to end up, that pitching staff is going to end up like in that 4.8 to 4.9 runs. So that means they're going to have to keep scoring runs to win games. And I do think they do so tonight. I kind of like the over in that game as well, by the way.
I was going to say, Kate mentioned the under. I kind of dig the over. It's at 8. You can find it 8.5. Shop your lines. You'll hear me say that 1,000 times on camera here, folks. Shop your lines. Shop your lines. Why pay for 8 when you can get 8.5 or 8? Whatever you want to do. I kind of like the over. Over 8.5 is plus money. I'll hunt that plus dog.
I mean, Emerson Hancock's posting a 5.70 ERA, and as Nick just mentioned, first in nearly every category. New York's first in runs offensively, first in on-base percentage, first in slugging percentage, and first in home runs. I think they're going to tee off on Hancock tonight. I like the over as well, Lenny.
Yeah, and they get back Stanton, right? Like, he's coming back.
He's still out.
I saw reports says he'll be back this week, I think someone said. So now I don't know if that's positive or negative because that guy's a feast or famine guy. But
yeah,
it does put a little protection, though. Like, I don't know where you're going to put him in the lineup because they're doing well. I mean, do you put him, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8?
You can't bench him. You got to put him in. Guy hits nukes.
Yeah, I mean, and the way Judge is hitting, if he's behind Judge, you don't want to put him on with, Judge. Judge is playing like, I mean,
Unreal.
he's the MVP right now. Like, it's not close. He's playing, and
not even close.
And not just in American League. The guy's the MVP of baseball. Like, he is. What's he hitting? 400? Or it's real close, right?
429 or something like that.
Something, yeah.
Told me about him the other day. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
This is the land and the age of we think 280 is good. It used to be when I was growing up. You guys are too young to remember. So Lenny does. Like, 300. Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, you ain't batting 300, man. I don't know what you're doing.
Now there's 2-3 guys that are betting on each team that bat over 250. I mean, it is nuts now how I don't know why. I guess because everybody likes the long balls, everybody's just trying to hit for the home runs, but there's just not guys that hit for average anymore. So I don't know. Right, NHL though. Let's talk NHL.
I've been waiting to talk hockey with people. Hold on a minute.
I got absolutely hosed. Fucking Vegas. Vegas loses the first 2 fucking games. Then I finally said, fuck it, I'm betting Edmonton game 3. They score with 0.4. What was that
0.4, baby.
doing?
We'll take it. That's called NHL playoff hockey. Sometimes the rubber bounces differently, baby.
Come on.
Like, that was nuts. Lenny, are you kidding me? Like that was what, Nick? What was the goalie doing? Just stay in the freaking goal.
He did a fantastic job, Craig, because
absolutely,
that was my 7
he did it.
unit on Las Vegas. I hit it with 0.4 seconds. I was jumping like, no, they didn't even call it a goal. First of all, they said the period was over.
The ref was waving it off.
Then they reviewed it, and I was like, goal, let's go, baby.
Let's go. I'm going. Yeah. I was already in line to get to the window to catch my ticket. I was in line. I'm like, the guy behind me in line to catch the ticket. He's going, oh, they're waving it off. I'm like, he goes, you guy cutting ahead of you. I'm like, they're not waving that off. That's a goal, bro. Wait a minute. I'm like, yeah, no, like, you can wait your turn, buddy. That's a goal.
Hey, if it goes overtime though, Edmonton wins that game. Like, I really think Edmonton wins it.
Yeah, but it didn't.
Like, that was what a game. That's why we love playoff hockey though, because that doesn't happen in the regular season. Oilers are in trouble. Why your cap says, I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see tonight. If they go down 3-1, it's over. Like, right.
I said this at the beginning. I thought Vegas was a contender coming out of the Western Conference, a sleep underdog kind of. I don't want to say underdog because they really weren't underdog
favorite.
Nah, I'm telling you,
by the odds.
I know, but I'm just telling you right now. I think in this series, I think they're a dog here in this series, and I think they're against Edmonton, and I think they can come out all right with it. But I know you got a game of the year, Nick, so I won't ask you too much about it. But
it's on this one. So, like, why don't you talk about the other game, Nick? Because I know that's a little smaller play.
The other game, the Washington Capitals and Hurricanes. Hurricanes are 2-1 in this series here. Last game before headed back to Washington here, they got the 2-1 lead, and this is, in my eyes, their season on the line for Washington. You don't want to go down 3-1 and you go back. You know you have to come back to Carolina where they play their best hockey. They just lost 4-0. I think Logan Thompson here steps up. He's been playing phenomenal all playoffs here, and Anderson as well for the Hurricanes. But I like this game to go into overtime here, so I lean more towards that Washington Capitals +1.5 over the Carolina Hurricanes with basically their season on the line. It's a must-win game, and they're going to give it all they got here. So I would take that +1.5. I could see this game going into overtime 3-3 or even 2-2, a low-scoring game in this one, Craig.
29-1 if Washington wins it all this year, the Stanley Cup. Now, I don't think they can win this series, but if they win tonight,
I don't know.
I don't feel like anybody's scared of Carolina.
Only when you play them at home.
Right, that's what I mean. It's a 7-game series. Sooner or later, you just got to really win one in Carolina. Other than that, they're terrible on the road. I don't feel like
I'm giving my breakdown. We got another
run it.
Let's line here at -260. This is an incentive wager. The entire public is going to be pounding Washington +1.5. Why wouldn't you? Carolina just won the most recent matchup 4-0. The books are clearly reading the mismatch, and the mismatch is on the offensive side for Washington. Lay the points or lay the goals with the Carolina Hurricanes at +100. Nobody's doing it. I'm doing it. Take the Hurricanes, damn it, -1.5 +100. This is a trap game.
Then you must like that team total, right? You like the over team total?
Under Washington's total. If it's 2.5, 3.5, take the under.
But then you must like Washington over, right? Because, like, I think Washington gets. I think it's 3.5. Like, I like the over Washington. If you like Washington or Carolina to win, you got to like the over 3.5, right? For team total.
I'm on the over for Carolina's team total. I'm on the under for Washington's team total. Yep. I don't think Washington's going to score. If they score, they're scoring 1 goal tonight. We'll talk about it tomorrow, I guess.
I like it.
Hey, Carolina.
I might run that puck line. Carolina -1.5. You can get that at damn near even money. Plus,
you might as well just give the money over here, Lenny. Come on.
I'm not. I don't like that series. I just don't like that series. I don't like the Washington Capitals as a hockey team. I'm not a fan of Alex Ovechkin. I'm a red-blooded American. Good for him. He's got his record. I don't care. I'll fight him in the street. I'm just saying. So I'm not a fan of it. The Washington Capitals for me are the Milwaukee Brewers. I don't bet them. They never got a Christmas card from Detroit Lenny. They never will. Can't get on the right side of them. Can't fade them. Can't follow them.
You send Christmas cards out? I've never gotten a Christmas card in 5 years.
You ain't made me no money. Now. You ain't made no car payments like the Lions have. Okay, I'm just saying the live, Lions.
Listen,
Making
I know
carpets.
most of yours go to strippers in Vegas. I know that's where most of the
That's
like.
not true.
I'm not one of them. I get it. You don't like
Anybody
the
that's
round
met
guys.
my wife knows that's not true.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons.
Yeah,
I'm
that's why
breathing.
Leroy Linney.
That's one reason.
Leroy Linney exists.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so this late game, Vegas Edmonton. We're not gonna put Nick on the spot because this is his 8-unit game of the year. So make sure you get that. Go over to DocSports.com. Go down and get it. Just $30. And I'll give you a little bonus today. Use the promo code MAYDAY10 and get you 10% off on everything today. So use that 10% off code Mayday10 and get Nick's play. So instead of 30, it's just 27. So make sure you check that out. And I'll have the side in the other game that he has official as well. Let's just say over under tonight on this this late game, Lenny. What do you like? Vegas, Edmonton, 6.5. What do you think?
I like the under.
Under. So you must like Vegas.
I've slowly become a Vegas fan. Like,
no, I mean, you
I
must
live
like
in
Vegas
the
in this
city.
game.
I was here when they named the team, all that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I bleed red and white. It's the winged wheel to the end. But you know, we ain't in the playoffs, so I mean, it's kind of hard not to be rooting for Vegas when everything in the grocery store is Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, I kind of think if you play Vegas,
I can't buy a bottle of vodka that just says, you know, vodka on it. It's a Vegas Knights themed vodka, everything, you know.
Well, if for you guys that have ever called the office, you get during the week, you get Guy, and Guy bleeds Vegas Knights. Go Knights, go, Guy. And he took me to this bar called the Atomic Bar in Vegas. It's halfway in between the Stratosphere and downtown. And I was
legendary
leaving.
Bar. Legendary bar.
It's
The bar's
awesome.
been around forever.
I mean, they close the door. It doesn't matter how light it is outside. There's not one light inside. It's like so dark. And every time they score a goal, we watched Vegas, and I was supposed to be leaving town that night to go on the red eye to go home. I'm like, don't let me miss my flight. So all of a sudden, we're on Vegas. They win. Every time they score a goal, you get a shot. You get a shot of
Pink Whitney.
Pink Whitney.
Yeah,
so
Whitney.
They have one goal in the first. They score 3 goals between about halfway through the second and the third quarter. And we've been pounding beers all day. So I'm pounding beers. Literally, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna miss my flight. They're calling my name as I'm walking to the gate because I was like, they're like, last call for Craig Trapp, you know, the fight. I'm like, almost missed the flight. Almost missed the flight.
I just pictured you running through the airport with like carry on behind you.
I wasn't
one
running.
wheel broke.
Like, flights in Vegas never leave early. Like they're always on time or just slightly late. This one was leaving 15 minutes early. Like, it's the red eye. I'm like, oh, instead of getting back at 4:50, you're gonna get back at 4:40. Like, why? What are you guys doing? They're like, well, you were the only one not on the flight.
Leave Vegas early.
Fuck, I don't know. I was gonna drop some money at the slots, but they're calling my name, so I guess I don't know. Probably save me $100. So, but for if you like Guy tonight, the under in Vegas. If you like Vegas, if you like Edmonton, it's Edmonton and over. That's the correlated parlay tonight. So you choose what you want for that story. I'm going against it. I'm taking Edmonton in the over. Edmonton in the over tonight. Sorry, Guy. Hopefully he's not listening. I sent him a bunch of customers to call him today.
I'll be messing up all your stuff too.
No, I kept him busy today. There was 5 customers having issues, so I sent them all right before the show. Like, hey, make sure you message Guy. Here's his, call the office. So he's busy. He's not listening. All right. So we've got a busy week here, Lenny. Tomorrow it'll be Lenny and these guys and Tony George. I don't think these guys know I'm off tomorrow. But I'll be back on Wednesday. We'll have Raphael in on Wednesday, and somebody else will be off. We're just trying to rotate us 4 so that we kind of have some days off so that we can start covering Saturdays as well. Plus, in the summer, of course, this is a time when we're all like, kind of catching up on everything. So, but don't forget, Doc Sports every day, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. On the weekends, for now, it's going to be 11. We might move it up come college football because that's kind of with noon games and stuff. But for the summer, that's not a problem. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, we got WNBA. Is that
Friday
this week? Friday, yeah. Friday, Saturday, something like that.
So maybe Thursday we can.
Preakness. Preakness is coming up too. Don't forget about the horsies.
Oh yes, Saturday is the second crown of the Triple Crown, and good news, Justified did opt in, so he's today's the draw.
Today's the draw tonight.
But I think 9 horses. So usually this one only gets 7 or 8. So 9, and you get what was the favorite in the Derby. He did finish second, so we'll see if he wins. I'm sure he'll run back in the Belmont in 3 weeks, and then we get the rubber match of Justify and Sovereignty. So I'd like to see that as well. But don't forget, we'll talk maybe on Thursday. I don't know if does Robert cover WNBA?
Yeah, I think he does. I can't confirm that. I think he does, though.
On Thursday or Friday, maybe we can break down just a little bit of what to watch in the WNBA. Going to be an exciting year. Of course, Caitlin Clark, everybody's talking about her and the Indiana Fever, but there's a lot of teams that made a lot of movement in the offseason. This was probably the biggest year with big-name girls moving and retiring. Diana Taurasi's gone. Della Don retired eventually. So we'll have to see if he doesn't we'll talk on Wednesday, because I know Raphael likes it as well. So we'll make sure we cover it. All right, guys, have a good one. Hope everybody enjoyed our new guy. Oh, new guy. Hold on. Lenny.
I'm not wearing goggles. There's no way.
We're going to need you to come up with this
for later.
Friday, for you guys that don't know, Friday is our theme day. So,
yeah.
Lenny, we're putting you in charge since you're new. This is your first week. You come up with the theme for Friday. Last week was sunglasses. 2 weeks ago, it was the hat day for Derby weekend. You come up with what our theme is for this Friday.
Let's try to not get me wearing a helmet this Friday, Lenny.
Or maybe
if we can average 100 likes a day, Griffin will wear a helmet every Friday.
That's
Monday,
fair.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So if we get 100 likes a day, I'll get Griffin in a helmet on Friday, every Friday.
Maybe we can get a sponsor that's a helmet company, and then he'll just wear it. He'll just wear it every day. He'll just wear it every day.
Every video.
Every video. It's
whatever.
Griffin's free pick is sponsored by Mizuno. I don't even
Big
know.
Chew. If you don't chew Big Chew, what's that? Remember
Big Chew?
I know what you're talking
about. Ricky Bobby. If you don't chew Big Red, whatever. All right, listen. We got a lot of stuff down the pipe. He's going to bullshit forever. So we got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. You should be looking out for 3630 on a daily basis. He's got fireworks going on. What are the odds Friday? The Vegas beat. We got Saturday. Me and Griffin Murphy will be doing Docs Daily every Saturday. I don't care who rotates in and out. We'll be there. And then we got a lot of stuff down the pipe. So you better hit this button. The subscribe button is the most important one, because that's when you find out when all the new live content comes out, all the free picks on top of that. So good luck, unless you're against me. I'm out.